All right, moving on then, my colleague Sumita Karir asked the Petroleum Minister H.S. Puri about his view on the support which the government is going to provide on the flex fuel. Let's go across and listen into what he had to say.
You had spoken yesterday about some policy support that the government is going to extend when it comes to flex fuel.
You see, as I mentioned today, it's a little bit like the chicken and egg story. Now, there was an attempt earlier to set up a large number of E100 dispensing stations, but if the models were not ready, so I think we've been able to now correlate and dovetail the two. I think we are starting with about 50 to 100 dispensing stations in the Delhi NCR region and Pune, Mumbai, Nagpur, etc. This 50 to 100 will hopefully go up to 500 towards the end of 2026. And if this, as is anticipated, will go on, then by 5,000 by the end of December 2027. I think Gadkari ji made another very important point. If the Euro 6 standard vehicles can be made compliant to E100, this is what his discussion was with the Honda Motor Corp yesterday. They said that they could do it. When the kit comes in, with minimal change, they could make it compliant. You know, for a country like India, which imports fossil fuel energy for about $120 billion, you see what a difference it will make. You see, in the current geopolitical turmoil, we are having to manage, okay? But our Atmanirbharta and our self-reliance. Now, the motorcycle which was two models introduced yesterday, are almost 100% made in India. If the fuel going into that is also indigenously produced from the biomass, it's a win-win. Now, same thing with the four-wheeler now. Now, yesterday, you had two very largely popular, high-selling brands of motorcycle. I think the total two-wheeler population in India is about 30 crore or something like that. You add to that, 37 lakh cars. And the point which is made is that, look, if out of the new model, forget about the Euro 6 standards and, adjusting, but out of the new vehicles, if 50% are flex fuel compliant, you'll have another 400 crore liters or little less than that of ethanol that can be utilized. It's very well known that the ethanol program has done very well, but we needed about 1150 crore liters for 20% blending. We've got 1900, so they are also wanting to offload. And Gadkari ji was giving the example of what happened to maize. The idea partly is to shift from water intense crops to maize, which is requires less water. But the diversity with what we've done, you've got made from agricultural waste, parali, from bamboo, from broken rusk, from maize, from this thing. In the case of maize, if I remember correctly, when we introduced it, suddenly we went up from 0 to about 40%. So it's an overall ecosystem which is developing, and I feel confident, thanks to the Prime Minister's very bold and decisive step. We are now looking at a new thing where availability, affordability, and the transition, thanks to biofuel. Today, E85 or E100 is the cleanest fuel, even compared to electric vehicles.
Well, that's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Closing trades will come up next.